Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So, you know, it's Celebrity Friday, and one of the celebrities came Oprah. She granted an interview to This Day, and she mentioned the fact that she said men have audacity. So let me read her quote. Context. She said, I had a taxi driver trying to talk to me. Men have audacity, you know. She said, yeah, like when you travel abroad, you know the way it is. Everybody doesn't really care. Everyone is within talking, right? But I've had people try to speak to me. Immigration officers like this. Don't worry. But then people that you know, they want to attract those kind of people to their life, they shy away. She went on to talk about the fact that despite all her complaints, she's of the belief that what is meant for her would eventually come. But then it just occurred to me like, you are single and searching. You are looking for a relationship that is meant to come to you, but there are classes to this thing. And there are people that should not even talk to you. It looks, you are shocked at the audacity of a driver to even talk to you.
Taxi driver.
Taxi driver.
What was it?
Talk to you.
What was the tone? Was she saying it as in, oh.
No, but when you say the audacity, for you to use the word audacity already means that.
Yes.
Do you have the right. I want to ask you, do you agree? I'll ask the ladies, do they agree that it's is it good, is it wrong or right? Are there classes to these things? Are there boundaries you must not cross? No. Is it good for men to have audacity to say, I like you, I go for you? And is it right for women to say, you should not, who are you to dare talk to me? Call us on the numbers on the screen, 020163-52013, or you can call us on 090241-63440. Tweet to us, we'd like to hear from you. Now, please munch the screen and capture the number. Don't come and ask us for the numbers again. Your DM, my DM. All right. So, who wanted to take a dive?
Let me dive in. So the thing is,
the audacity.
The taxi driver is a human being as well. The taxi driver has his dreams and aspirations. And he may have not wished to be a taxi driver when life handed him lemons or lime or lemons, and he had to make lemonade out of it. I've seen taxi drivers who are students going to school, they are doing it on the side. I've seen taxi drivers who own their own businesses, and driving is something that they like because they want to go to different places, and they take up taxi driving, right? So it doesn't make him less of a man because he is a taxi driver. And it's okay too, as a woman, to have your list. I always talk about this list. Have your list, your tall, dark, and handsome, your this, he has to have this, he has to have that. The same way you are making your list, that's the same way every man out there is making their list. And you may fall into another person's list. The polite thing to do is to kindly decline. I've been toasted by a taxi driver before, and I applauded his audacity. Like, I was very intrigued. And there was nothing wrong with the man. He was a fine young man. He just felt like, because when I get into taxis, the days I used to get into taxis, I always strike up a conversation with the driver. So we'll chat till I get to my destination. So probably from the chat, he felt like, oh, maybe this one is a likable person. This one will be easy to just let me shoot my shot. And it's okay for you to shoot your shot. So when he shot his shot, I held the shot and said, yeah, we're not doing this politely. And we went on to become friends for a very long time. He will chat me up and say, are you going anywhere anytime soon? Let me know. And that was it. So I didn't feel that, a whole me. How dare him? A whole me. Did you see me? Because he's a human being. So what he had in his list could be, I could have fit into his list, and he said, okay, let me try my best and see what happens. So when you now say the audacity, I feel like it's a bit condescending for the man, probably because of his profession. And it's okay to say no, it's okay not to agree, but to stop somebody from dreaming, I think it's wrong. Let me leave it there first.
As I said earlier, was she joking about it? Was she trying to just be, because on the list too, she put immigration officer. I wonder what immigration officer did to her. She does not know that immigration officers are not small boys. No, that's why I want to know. Wow. Okay. So first, if it was serious, if she was really serious, I think that she has a lot of growing up to do. It reminds me of my teenage years when I was growing so tall and everything. And if teenage boys that were much, shorter talk to me, I'll be like, why? Why did he see this whole
me.
tall me, and look at you, I can barely see you. But it's something that teenagers do, you know. What do we know? You're stupid and you're growing up. Do you understand? But I don't expect, at least from the lady that I have seen, yes, she seems to be in her 20s, maybe late 20s or even early 30s. So there's some conversations I hope that at that age you have outgrown, you understand how life works. I mean, I have some of my best friendships are with people who are, you know, much, not as tall as I am, you know, intelligent human beings. You talk with them, you know, they have passion and, but imagine if I had just put my mind that because of that height thing, I would never speak. But I understand, but you know, as I grew older, I learned that. But by my 20s and my 30s, I knew better that to judge people based on some frivolities, like their height or the job
they're doing,
the proper legal job that they're doing. So I'm not talking of the audacity of a 419er coming to talk to me. I think, what about me do you see that can attract you, a Yahoo boy? I can understand that conversation. Or, you know, but I don't understand someone who's doing real...
You feel like
yes.
you want a value-based
yes,
evaluation,
exactly.
not a class-based evaluation.
Thank you. Look at me.
Like
I have values, I have principles. What in the world do you think we have in common if you're a Yahoo person, if you're involved in illegalities? That, for me, it makes sense. But someone who's doing, like, real hard work, you know, it will just be, you're not my taste, you're not my spec. But a lot of women also have fallen in that trap where you quickly judge people by what you think
about them.
Their job says of, you know, their legal job says of them. So I'm a taxi driver. You met me, I'm driving a taxi. You haven't even had the chance to know me a little bit more. Because some people have moved from taxi driver to many things. Or some people are driving taxi alongside something else. Or somebody is driving a taxi in the meantime to get somewhere, you know. And women who have matured and recognized that this life is a journey, they have caught on or latched on to men who were on their way somewhere at the time that, you know, and, like, you know, and you're here thinking, because I'm female, because I'm on social media, because I have social media following, because I'm trying to look for the values, like the things that make you feel that you are better off than someone who is doing a proper job. Fantastic. So I'm female, I'm on social, I have a social media following.
TV star.
Okay, I'm a reality TV star.
Which is something.
What exactly is it? Apart from social media following.
We'll take a quick break. When we return, I'll get Amaka and Ramatu's opinion on this. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So Mary wanted to finish off.
Yes, so I was saying that there are things that are more important for me as a person than the job that someone is doing to determine who that person is completely. But also for me, finally, I have asked this question. What was the context of this conversation? Because you can say that, I've heard people use this word audacity positively. So was she trying to say that these people have so much confidence, they do not care for where, you know, whatever it is you think you have, whatever material things you think you have, they know that they can approach you. But if it was meant to say some people are just much, you know, they're not my class, they're not my level because they don't have visibility of social media following, for me that doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you know, when I saw this video, the comments, it's so funny because how do you know who is who? I have two friends, so I'll use them as an analogy here. One stays in America, the other one in the UK. The one in the UK is a medical doctor. The one in America is into healthcare, and he owns his own healthcare facilities. He has up to 5 of them. These people have their Range Rovers, they drive Mercedes, they are doing so well. But then they drive Uber. You know why? So when I asked different occasions, both of them, because abroad, they live alone, they are lonely. Mental health. So one says that most times when he doesn't have anything that he's doing, the one in America also owns a chain of restaurants. This is a big boy. But then when he's bored, or instead of at home most times when he's just watching TVs and everything, he just wants to have conversations, chat with people. So he just does Uber, and then it enables him to talk to people, mingle and stuff that he helps his mindset, especially during the winter period, right? So who are you? A man is a man. Who are you to look down on anybody? Maybe you meet somebody anyway. It shows that there's something wrong with your mindset. You need a mindset shift. Let me put it that way. Because because if someone walks up to you to compliment you and they are being respectful, it's different where Kim, it's different if they are being disrespectful. Then I'll stand behind you solidly, right? But if someone comes to compliment you respectfully and wants to speak to you, like BC had said, it's up to you to decline respectfully too. Do you understand? People like people for different reasons, their energy, their aura, physically or whatever. It's okay for someone to walk up to you and say hello and blah, blah, and then you say, no, I'm not interested, right? But for you to sit down, have a conversation about this, put this out there and actually say that people have audacity to speak to, wow, sister, you need a mindset reset.
All right, Ramatu.
So BC here said that they need to, her mindset needs to be, she needs a mindset transplant. But as in they should remove the brain and everything. Yeah, so when I saw the story, first of all, this is how some women miss their husbands. This is how some women, miss their future partners.
They are soulmates.
They are soulmates, everything. Okay, so a driver came to meet you and he's a man. He's not even a woman, because where you are, women can come and meet you and toast you. You is even a man and a driver. You are complaining because he's a driver.
And he's working.
And he's working. First of all, who told you that the driver cannot, become something bigger later in life? And some women don't know the grace that they carry. There are some men, I've known a lot of people who, started small. They are not doing anything yet. And the woman, they start dating a woman. Immediately the woman enters the home. You start seeing the man starts, flourishing. He becomes rich and all of that. Some women carry that kind of grace. So it makes you think that if you give that man attention and then something comes out of it, that he's not going to, be more than that driver, whatever that you're looking at. And most times, these drivers, we're just very good at looking down on people. Yeah. We don't need to look down on people. This driver may even be a rich person. It's just like what Amaka described. Yeah. And he's just driving and all. So at the end of the day, this is what happens later. In later years to come now, she'll sit down and say, I don't have a husband and all of that. Look at it, they are all coming in different,
They are all coming now.
They are coming now. You are busy there, filtering. The real ones will come. At the end of the day, you filter the person off and all.
Let me take this call from Michael and give my own opinion on this matter. Michael, welcome to the show. Michael from Abuja, welcome to the show.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. You can hear me, right?
Yes, we can. Loud and clear. Just shoot.
Okay, thank you. I'll just go ahead. I'll go straight into it. I know I don't have too much time. So thank you guys are doing a good job.
Thank you.
I want to share personal experience about what you are talking about. Hello, can I go ahead? Should I go on?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. So right now, I'm married. We've been married, my wife and I, for 18 years, and we are doing well by God's grace. We thank God.
Amen.
But in 2000, the year 2000, I met a young lady, very beautiful. Of course, I was a bachelor then. I had a civil service job. My salary was about 32,000 naira. It was really small, even in 2000. But I approached her. We actually started a friendship. But she was high class, high brow in Lagos, living in Ikoyi, very rich, I eventually met her parents and everything was somehow fine. But I always got that vibe of, you are smaller than me in terms of financial capacity, which was true, which was really true. Eventually, I think 2002, she left for the UK for master's. She didn't tell me. It was her dad that told me that she has born. No, I said, wow, okay. I didn't know. So can you give me a number? He gave me a number. We talked for a bit. But it was obvious that, come, guys, you're not in my league, And that was how it ended, But I really liked her. 2007, after I had met now my wife, she called me from UK that I'm coming back to Lagos. Are you still whatever? I said, well, I'm still single, but I'm in the process of getting married. Bottom line, she came, we met. She even met my girlfriend who is now wife. Now, my wife and I are doing very well, by God's grace. My wife and I have traveled the whole world. We are past that managing level. We are now really living well, by God's grace.
We thank God.
I don't know if she's married now. I pray she is. But the truth is, I would have married her. But my financial class then
Did not match
Not
up.
let the relationship even start.
So was
Exactly.
he on his own?
But now I'm
What's
actually,
the
by
attitude?
God grace, a big boy. Oh. I like big, thank God.
With all sense of
So
humility,
it's
sir.
happened.
Enjoy.
Yes, with all sense of humility. So I just want to put that story out there. I'll end here. Thank you for giving me the time.
Thank you so much, Michael, for sharing your story. And it just rhymes with what I wanted to say. I believe that men should not be judged by their financial well-being. I think no man should be judged by his financial well-being. Men and human beings should be judged by their values, their intellect, and their values and intellect. For me, that's all. Like, you have the right values, you have the right character. That's the basis.
Yeah.
But if you are judged by your financial capacity, just like Michael shared the story of going from 32,000 to me and my wife have traveled, we are very comfortable.
But she didn't judge
Very
him.
comfortable. However,
judge him.
people go from
Too low.
to low. They go from I am a GM in a bank, and then the bank got collapsed, and then the man lost everything. I know someone that moved from Lagos back to Calabar, as in like things just went from top to zero and they couldn't recover.
Yeah.
So those things happen as well. I love Lagbaja's song. Like, now my right to ask you, now your right whether you go agree.
Yeah.
So it is the right of a man to ask a woman
Anybody.
out. And any man that, regardless of his class, feels confident enough in his manness to ask anybody out is a man I will respect.
Yeah. Can I add something?
Because some people are so timid, they've allowed life to shrink their confidence into their bank account, and that is wrong. So that for me I feel like any security man that can toast, and any driver, anybody, any man that is not judging his self-worth based on his bank account is a man worth
Can
marrying.
reach for the stars.
And is a man that can succeed.
Yeah.
Because all you need to succeed in life is to believe in yourself. So if a man believes in himself enough to say, you are the wife, you are the daughter of Kiniko, or you are a celebrity and I ask you out, I'm like, this man, if given opportunity, he would
do
shoot for
amazing.
anything and he will succeed.
But that
at
does
it.
not also mean...
It doesn't, it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed.
That
but at
does
least-
not also mean that if I don't like you, I will follow you because you have confidence
of course,
to
but you
come
will not
to
be
me.
judging based on that.
So men also judge. See, so the thing is about human beings.
Speak.
Men judge the most when it comes to picking who they want to end up with, right? They don't just come on social media and write it or say it, but they have their metrics. You will
Parameters.
see a very good girl, probably not educated, who is doing everything for this man, and he will carry her along, play her, string her along, and when you ask him, settle down with this baby, you know, reach the class.
You know,
You
go
know,
school.
reach the class.
I want person will go school.
Yes. So they do that. So
Everybody-
it's just about human beings too. It's okay to know what you want. It's okay to like what you like. It's okay to have your own, what's it called? Your own style, the kind of people that appeal to you. It's very okay. But the rest that does not appeal to you, do not be condescending to them. That's what I'm harping on. When they approach you, you can politely say you're not interested and move on, but it doesn't mean that you're bad for choosing what you want. It doesn't mean that you're bad for aspiring, the way the man is aspiring to meet you. You say if you're aspiring to meet Dangote's son or whoever. So all our dreams are valid.
Exactly.
Just be nice and be a good human being to everybody that comes your way.
Yes, so
I have a phone call. Let me take Hassan from Lekki. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Yeah, enjoying our gist, Mr. Hassan.
This your laugh is making me laugh.
I know it's so mischievous.
God, I beg.
I did laugh. I did laugh. Because you see, let me tell you, this is a typical explanation of women's psychology. There's nothing wrong in having your choices. You understand? You see, psychologically speaking, this issue of being choosy is much more prominent with women. Women don't take less. They don't take less. No. A man can decide to marry his house girl. But a woman, until go, no go. Women that you see marrying those ones below them, it must be when she tried all the nooks and crannies of this country no husband. Then she now humble herself.
I disagree.
Women don't take less. I'm not
We're not all married to Dangote.
sentimental about it. You see, there are some men that class troubles. We know them. There are some fake men. You see them looking for high class babes. You understand? They will call them gold diggers. We have them.
They don't have gold.
But they are much more prominent with women. Women always like to show off their husbands. They don't like to walk the rough path with their would-be husband. They don't like it. They always like wrecking it. They always jump at a moving train. Good morning.
Oga Hassan, I disagree with you. And you know, like yesterday evening, I was going through on the street. I was on the streets of Instagram, and I saw something that made me laugh and laugh. And not just what the lady wrote, but the comments. So a lady said she had gone home for Christmas, and her auntie had tried to do the hookup. Her auntie likes to do hookup for as a single one. Introduce
Matchmaking.
Matchmaking. Okay, sorry. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, sorry, matchmaking. So they're giving her that her auntie gave her the guy's number. So some people ask her, why would they give you the number? Why didn't they give the guy the number to call you? No problem. She traveled back to Lagos, and she didn't call the guy. Then she now said later she now called the guy. And the guy, they started chatting. Then she now traveled from Lagos to Calabar to go and see the guy. So when she now said that she had gone to the restaurant, she had positioned where she would see the guy coming in. And when the guy now came in, wow, the guy was, whoa. She just said, whoa. That when the guy now came, that she could not see the guy. That she could not see the guy, that the guy was really short. And then when the guy now came, they said, okay, the guy now told her that she should stand up and turn around for him. Wait, let me land now. As they did, the best out of the gist is coming. And so she now turned around. The guy now said, you're not even my spec and everything, but I can manage and blah, blah, blah. She now said that before she left the place, she blocked the guy's number. People now started asking her, first of all, they gave you number, you called the guy. Let us forgive you for that one. Second, you traveled to Calabar to see him. Let us forgive you for that one. He did not come see. Thirdly, he told you to stand up. You actually stood up and turned around. Sister,
disrespected woman.
Sisterhood are not proud of you.
Sisterhood is not proud of you.
Yes. So what am I trying to say to Oga Hassan?
Both sides.
You see that both sides, both men, they do this. The woman, they do this.
It's not one doing more than the other.
Not at all.
Yes. That is so funny that he asked her to turn around and she did.
And she did.
So for me, it's not really about money, because a lot of us were talking about, oh, how do you know he will not become rich tomorrow? So it's not that. For me, I feel that there are more.
I have to cut you. We need to go on a break. And it's actually not even a break. It seems like we'll have to round up the conversation. I just feel it's a bit abridged, that we are abrupt for us to just round off conversation like that. But let's go on a break. When we return, we'll round off and continue the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. So we're continuing the conversation, but we're merging it with the Women We Love segment. And in the studio with us this morning, we have the esteemed Dr. Ambassador Honorable Bumi Obakoya joining us. She is a visionary leader, entrepreneur, and public administrator with over 25 years of experience. Dr. Obakoya has made significant contribution to governance, social development, and women development. She's a recipient of numerous awards, including Humanitarian CEO of the Year and Best Female Entrepreneur. We'll discuss her journey, achievements, and the journey ahead. Welcome to the show, Dr. Bumi Obakoya.
Thank you for having me.
However, we were discussing something very, very hot before you came. And we didn't even finish. We did not even feel like we could finish. You know, we're discussing the fact that some women, based on a conversation one woman made, that a driver had the audacity to ask her out. And I'm like, is there a right time? Maybe the driver asked at the right time. Maybe is there a right time or a wrong time to ask a woman out? Maybe you should just first let there be room before you ask out. And also, there's been the classist idea and pride that some women have. Is it the reason some of them don't get married early or something? I don't know. What's your take on the conversation?
Well, a driver is a human being and is created also. I had a couple of experiences. So my friend happened to, she got married to the cook, our own cook.
Wow.
that she employed, yes.
Please,
telling
just
you
us.
for free.
It's so juicy.
As in, they were so compatible, and this lady was paying her salary.
Okay.
And the chef just boldly said to her, Madam, what's going on? You know, we're close, we get along, and we don't fight, and you are single.
Why are you so shocked?
It's like the
Yeah, it's
juiciest
a real life
ever.
story.
Wow.
They're both in South Africa now with 3 kids.
My goodness.
So I don't see anything wrong in a taxi
this is
driver.
liberating for some people to hear.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong in a taxi driver. A taxi driver today can be a Malta tomorrow, can be a billionaire tomorrow.
Sure.
So don't underrate anyone. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You never can know what is going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow, God can just answer his prayer. And do you understand?
Don't be silly.
So that's it.
I was even going to say, you know, about this, whether he'll be a billionaire or a millionaire, it doesn't even matter. The thing is, this person, is he good for you?
If
Is
they are
he-
compatible,
Yes. Are you
I think
happy
if
with
they're
this person?
Does it bring you
compatible,
peace?
So, yes.
Does it
so
encourage
it's
you?
always
You're happy.
about money.
Is he your
So-
companion?
Yeah, so even if he doesn't go on to become a multi-millionaire or a
You
billionaire,
see,
if that's not what's
what I
important.
can say is a lot of us. Don't let me use a lot of ladies. A lot of us, you know, at the back of their mind, they think about money first.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that. You know, you can see a taxi driver that changed your life mentally, emotionally, and that's it.
True.
So I'm indifferent about taxi driver. You know, if a taxi driver asks you out and you know that, okay, we can, the journey, let's start the journey together and see what is going to happen at the end of the day. And that's it. A taxi driver can be a banker tomorrow.
Or anything tomorrow.
You know, as I was coming here today, I met a security guard and I told my driver, I said, that guy is educated. The way he spoke, you know that he's educated. And I told my driver, I said, that guy is a graduate and he's security. And some will see me and say, oh, security, I can't have anything to do with the security. No, don't let us think that way. We should change our mindsets in this country. It's very, very important.
Is it wrong to not want to have anything to do with security?
You can have something to do with
No,
security.
is it wrong for me not to
choose?
aspire to have anything to do with security? So you see, many women come from homes where a lot is expected of them, right? And they will tell you, I've sent you to school, I've spent money on you, I'm positioning you for somewhere. And then you go and fall in love with maybe a security person, and you bring them home and everybody's fighting tooth and nail not for you to have it. That's on one hand. On the other hand, you personally may not want to have anything to do with security. Is it wrong to aspire, to perspire before you retire?
I don't think it's wrong.
So everybody to their choices. So for me, the most important...
your parents are not going to be in the home with you.
No, I've removed that one.
Do you
I said
understand?
it was one example. I'm just saying you as a person can have hopes.
Let me tell you why, for me, that question is still hinged on materialism. Okay. So it's not about, what we're saying here is not about what they do. You're using security man to describe a whole human being, who he is, what his values are, what his principles are, what his work ethic is, you know, what his beliefs are. That he has that one job, that's not who he is.
That's not all totality of him.
And so for me, if I had a daughter that brought me a security man, I'll be wondering, what
did you
have
see?
something?
You must have seen something in that
so
security
there has to be,
person.
there must have been a point of conversation. What were the similarities that you...
I have this question though.
Yeah.
Could it be that, let me put celebrities and people that have already gotten wealth, do you believe that the idea of the hype that comes with being a celebrity and sometimes the wealth that, aside from being a celebrity, wealth can blind women from being able to see potential? And how can we address that? That's why I really love the story you shared about the woman who ended up marrying someone she was paying salary to, which means the woman is open-minded. And I'd like us to open more women's mind to the opportunities that can come in disguise. But do you think being a celebrity and having money can blind people to seeing potential of men?
Obviously it can, because let me tell you something. When you talk about the celebrity thing, you know, there's a hype where unconsciously people are putting pressure on you.
You're seeing yourself.
Do you understand? It's not just about you seeing yourself. You might not even be seeing yourself, but people just, they're gassing you up. And that's why I always say something. I said there's something my father has told me since I was a child. Man, know thyself.
Yes,
So that when people are there gassing you up, when you sit down, you say, I know say my nose no long as they tell me say long go. So let me not just. You have to tell yourself the truth.
Yes.
Do you understand? If people are gassing you up or telling you, so you not tell yourself, that's okay. Who am I as a person? Do you understand? Well, even if I'm trying to aspire to maybe marry the richest man on planet Earth, what are my qualifications and what can I bring to the table and how can am I that person that the person will want to choose?
Exactly.
You have to tell yourself, am I positioning myself in such a manner that kind of person will also want to be with someone like me? So you have to be truthful to thyself. To thyself, man, be true.
I think that's a good way to round off that
So
topic. Treat each person like a human being. Be honest with yourself and do not close your eyes and use class to chase away important relationships that can actually be of value to your life. But I want to come to you, Dr. Obakoya, and the conversation is about how you started. I would like to know how you... Okay, so the conversation is about... We want to get to know more about you, but we'll take a break, then when we return, we dive into our conversation with you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.